tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister. I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers. I make men in them.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jackson looking to throw right away. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Ravens come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the big play nullified. Illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Come on. Hit. Fix the Eagles. Reload.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. It's brought in by Harris. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. The slot man in motion right. Second and 9 now. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Now Austin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
19, Tiger, 19.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Ravens 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Harris running straight ahead. Shoves him away.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That good for 19 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Hot 70, back to 60, back to 60.
They go play action here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
7-60.
Looking to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Oh, he bowls over him.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
On the jump.
They're going for it. This is Harris. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Unlock line! Unlock line! 70 Lions! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Pickens.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Eagles! 60 Eagles! 79 Broncos! 18 Rebels! 18 Rebels!
Here's 2nd and 8. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send the tight end in motion.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! 60! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
Let's go now!
at the 44-yard line.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
Back to throw again. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
7 Tigers! 7 Tigers! 18 Pioneers! 18 Tigers! 18 Tigers!
2nd and 15. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Boswell's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man, complete, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 37. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. They'll try to run with Harris, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 24, Ravens 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
4th down. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Jackson will throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On the give, this is Harris. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Warrior 70. Mustang 19.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Boswell's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So